Hey gamers. Wow. I love when I just start coughing the instant I start talking. I'm so sorry. Hi. Hello everybody. Hello. Hi. Hello, Abaddon, Asho, Today. Welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Wednesday. Well, it's Wednesday in my time zone still. But I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are staying warm and staying safe if you're in like fire range. I know there's like some really scary wildfires on the West Coast right now. Please stay safe if you're in there. Comment about Redacted on a launch stream. Oh yeah, that one about Mr. Slay. Yes. I think he fulfills the prophecy so well. Anyways, hi. I hope we all are doing well. I'm doing okay. I had a pretty decent day. It was snowing a lot today, but I did go out for a bar class this morning, and I'm glad that I did. I did have to drive through a little snow to get there, which is a little scary, but I made it there and back with no trouble, which is good. And then I've just kind of been... My brain's just been kind of foggy the rest of the day. Yeah, they're like in California near like the Los Angeles area and everything. Yeah, it's very scary. I hope everybody in there is like safe. Yeah, world stuff. But aside from that, I hope all are doing well. I'm on my Balatro grind again. I have 2 more Jokers, save for a couple legendary Jokers. I unlocked a new Joker today. Yeah, when half of the US is freezing and the other half is on fire. Yep, we're in hell, pretty much. This is gonna be... I love climate change. But, yeah. I do have my tea, actually. I have peppermint tea right now. My stomach isn't really feeling that bad tonight, but peppermint tea still makes me feel a little bit better. Even if I'm not, like, it's just, I still like it. It's very cozy. I'm having this instead of coffee, so I'm trying to make good choices tonight. I love peppermint tea too. It's so good. It's like my go-to like bloat remedy. Anytime I'm like feeling like bloated, peppermint tea within like 15 minutes, like I'm feeling better. Yeah, climate change is a lie. I know, right? How do people actually believe this? I mean, look, there's fires in the middle of winter. How can it be hot in the middle of winter? I know. Oh yeah, people. Yeah, if global warming, why snowball? Yes. Explain, why is there snow in winter if there is global warming? Sometimes people just make me want to rip my hair out. Yeah, I feel like the news cycle in the past like 24 hours in particular has been like really stressing me out. I live in Florida, so it's very possible to have hot winters. That's true, that's true. I used to think it would be kind of nice to like live in a region that didn't have like very heavy winters, because I'm very much a warm weather person. I don't have very great cold tolerance. It's gotten a little bit better over the years, but I still don't do very well in cold temperatures, especially if it's windy out. So I think, you know what, maybe it'd be nice if I moved somewhere where it's warm year round, but I don't know. You live in Texas, you feel that? Oh man. Yeah. But it was very cold today. It was like, I think towards the end of the week, it's gonna hit like single digits here. It's gonna be dangerously cold, which not looking forward to that. It will be a stay-at-home kind of day for sure. I have my Night Vale mug. I need to get back into listening to Night Vale. They're still making episodes, right? I haven't listened in like a couple years. I used to be so into it. I have no cold tolerance. I'm garden variety Mediterranean, dude. Oh no. Yeah, single digits in Fahrenheit. Yep, we're gonna be approaching that. I think with the wind chill. It's not gonna be fun. And it's wild because like kids are coming off of like Christmas break. Like some kids were supposed to go back to school on Monday, and that got canceled. And sometimes they'll cancel it if the weather is like so dangerously cold that like kids, if it's dangerous for them to like stand outside and wait for the bus, they'll like sometimes delay. So they could be having even more delays because of that. Put me in Antarctica and I would love it while dying from the cold. See, I'm like that with hot weather. Now, again, my heat tolerance has decreased over the years, but I'm still better in hot weather than cold weather. I had to read the terrifying logic suspense of Ace Attorney Investigations. What's next? The My Time series. I don't know what My Time is. What is that? Is that another, like, mystery game? After Investigations, I'm thinking we'll play... Why am I blurry? Why am I blurry? Maybe I'm not blurry and I'm just visual. I don't know, I feel like I'm slightly blurry for some reason. But after Investigations, I'm thinking we'll play Final Fantasy IX, then Disco Elysium, and then Yakuza Kiwami 2. Those are our next three big games that I want to get through. And at some point, I might also play Shadow the Hedgehog in there as well. I wasn't blurry? Okay, no, I'm just a tiny blurry. Okay. All right. I love when my camera just, like, decides to not work. And there it did again. Wow. Yeah. Maybe I'll squeeze in a fun little Shadow the Hedgehog stream if we need something to, like, break it up and laugh. I also want to stream Shadow Generations. I think that would be really fun. Especially since Robbie Damon is in it. This music is too intense. I love this music, it's too intense. I need to move on to something different. Yeah, Robbie Damon is in Shadow Generations, which means I absolutely have to stream it. Man, I'm still in a bit of a Sonic mood. I feel like it's decreased a little bit, but we're getting there. I still need to continue Heroes. What I think of Edgeworth's domain expansion, I think it's so funny and so fascinating at the same time. Like, we get to see how Edgeworth, like, backs people into a corner whenever he's making arguments in court, lets them kind of, like, expose themselves, knows, like, when to prod and when to relax. Like, we're learning how his mind works, and I think that is so cool. Delvin, hello. You got Pokemon BD because I paid off my tuition yesterday. Oh my god, congratulations! That's awesome! That is a nice little reward. I hope you have so much fun with that. Add one game to your backlog. The Longest Journey. I'll have to look at these. My Time and The Longest Journey. Hold on, we can take a little look-see at these. Are they on here? Oops, The Longest Journey. Oh, this is like an older game. Point-and-click story. Between parallel universes. Oh my god, it's similar to Sonic Adventure 2! Oh, this is interesting. Interesting. Is this one of those games where I probably don't want to know too much about it before going in? Because it looks right up my alley. Seems kind of cool. And then what's that other one, My Time? Is that on here? Oh, is it the series? The My Time series? Yeah. This looks very interesting. I'm always looking for, like, some new, like, mystery games to play. Yes, okay, I will not look at it. I will look away. In fact, Piplup is your starter. Nice, nice. I feel like with the Gen 4 starters, like, you can't go wrong anyway. I picked Chimchar as my starter, but I love all the Gen 4 starters so much. And that might be because Gen 4 was, like, the first new generation that came out when I was, like, into Pokemon. Like, my first Pokemon game was Leaf Green, and then Gen 4 was, like, the first new generation that I played. And I got a Chimchar in Pearl, and that's my starter. I heard Ace Attorney. I should play that someday. Ooh, good idea. Might need to check that one out for sure. The Longest Journey is an adventure game. I do adventure games. Yeah, I do love a good adventure game. Oh my god, Monster Hunter Wilds. My brother keeps telling me to play Monster Hunter. Should I do it? Don't look at my hours of Final Fantasy XIV. I've never played a Monster Hunter game, but maybe. I'll probably start with, like, Worlds or something if I do ever play it. And this is, I'm currently in a little break from 14. Well, not exactly a break, more just like a slow period. I had a friend pick me personally. I'm a Turtwig enjoyer. Nice, nice. My brother picked Turtwig at first. They're all so great. I like them all. You know, I have almost 1,500 hours in Final Fantasy XIV. Don't look at me. Yeah, I think like yesterday or today I've hit the 50-hour mark in Balatro, which is fun. I only have 2 more Jokers that I need to unlock, not counting legendaries. So I technically have 4 Jokers left to unlock. I'm missing Chico and Yorick, and then the one for discarding 5 Jacks, and Stuntman, 100 million chips. I don't know how the hell you get that. Umineko is pretty fire. My friend is putting me onto that. I feel like I've heard of that recently. Is that also a game? Umineko When They Cry? Questions arcs, answer arcs. Oh my god, there's several different ones. Ooh, visual novel, mystery. I like the sound of this. Great soundtrack. I like the sound of that too. As someone played Balatro so much I first bought it, I burned myself on it. I feel like that's very easy to do with Balatro. Because it's so gripping. But burning through, like, getting all your unlocks, going through all the decks, all of that, it can be a lot. The Prosecutor! Real Jake, how are you? How's it going? There's a lot of content in these. So I'm guessing the second series. So is Questions the first one then? You're still sick. Oh no, I hope you feel better. Please get some rest. Take care of yourself. We're running the same problem. Oh no. I think Balatro breaks are necessary if you're playing it a lot. I took like a slower little Balatro period and then I'll add them to my wish list. Now I'm back in it. I have played the Danganronpa games, Delvin. I played them before I started streaming, actually. I actually got into Danganronpa back in, like, 2013, when the only available translation was the Something Awful forums. And I just read the Let's Play of the first game on there, and somebody on Tumblr at the same time was translating the second game. So that's when I got into Danganronpa. And then, like, years later, I learned that a third game had come out, and then, like, in like college or whatever, I was like, you know what? Might as well buy all of these and play them, you know? I'll play them for fun. The game that's better than Balatro? What is it? Oh, is it Billionaire? Is that it? This music is very intense. I'm skipping this one too. Oh, Joker. Oh yeah, Joker Poker Balala. Yes, you did say that. Man. When we play Balatro and Ace Attorney with a friend later tonight, that sounds like the best night ever. Oh my god. But Joker Poker Balala is truly a title. But yeah, Billionaire. What is this? It's a roguelike. Ooh, a turn-based roguelike. I've been needing a new roguelike to play. This looks fun. Billionaire is very fun, but it's not better than Balatro. I figured. Interesting. Quite interesting. I might need to check that out as well. I still need to finish Slay the Spire, too. Oh, I have 53 Balatro hours. I'm trying to get my friends to join the Simon fan club, but he says he can't because he's British. No! Well, maybe... Simon is, like, fake British, right? Is that any better? I know, finish Slay the Spire. This looks very cool. Well, the art looks, like, so, like, bouncy and bubbly. It looks really cute. Yeah, Balatro is on mobile. Well, I guess people just want to, like, capitalize on it because it's popular. Yeah. Free and unplayable Balal is the game for you. Incredible. I like to think he studied abroad for a while and was one of those people when he got back. That makes sense. I can see that for sure. Man. Because don't, like, all the prosecutors and Ace Attorney, like, study abroad at some point? When is Eustace gonna study abroad? Has he done that already? Because don't they do it as teenagers, actually? Where has Eustace been? Where has the winner been in his life? Guys, it's bad. I already want to sign the adoption papers for him. I, like, knew going into the game, I would, like... You can't say... Okay, valid. You 100%ed Terraria. I feel like I should try out Terraria at some point, because that's like a classic like survival game, right? I mean, it's kind of similar to Minecraft, right? I mean, I know it's not like Minecraft, but like the survival and crafting kind of thing is like that. See, I was like never really like, yes and no, okay, that makes sense. I was never really like a big Minecraft player. Like I played it a tiny bit back in like middle school, but I think I just kind of got overwhelmed. Like sandbox games kind of overwhelm me because there's like so much to do. People like make such like big builds and houses and everything, and then I don't know how the hell to do that. That's why I get overwhelmed playing The Sims as well. I always like put my Sims in like a pre-made house because I don't know how to build houses. Terraria is fun, and I know it's one of those games you need to play with someone who's played a lot, or it's easily impossible to impossible to understand. I see. Pretty complicated then, I guess. I'm guessing Velatro will spawn a lot of copycats. Yeah. 100%ing games is so fun, it gets so grindy. Real. That's what I'm trying to do with Metaphor right now, but I'm very close to 100%ing Metaphor. I'm only missing like 4 achievements now. 2 of them are related to like very hard bosses. So wish me luck. But I probably within the next like week or so, maybe this weekend, I can try to 100% Metaphor. And luck, thank you. I feel like I will need it, especially because one of the achievements, without spoilers, I'm going to say it's in the vaguest terms. One of the achievements is for defeating the harder version of the final boss. And I cheesed the final boss of Metaphor. I honestly regret what I did for the final boss of Metaphor because I made it like a joke fight, honestly. I thought that same strategy would work for the harder version. It did not, and I got obliterated. So I'm just gonna try again on my New Game Plus file and see how it goes. I know a completionist plus plus in Velatro, that's not gonna happen, no shot. I tried to build a Hooters restaurant in The Sims 4. Turned out well, but I hired a hostess with a huge gap in her teeth. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But, only 2 achievements away from 100 for Metaphor? What am I missing? Metaphor. Yeah, I'm missing Master all archetypes at the protag, blade riding, all achievements, and then 2 more boss-related achievements. Those are all the ones that I'm missing. I'll just have to like go on circles on my blade for a bunch, for like, God knows how long. But I can get those pretty easily. I feel like I'm very close to maxing out all my archetypes. I just need to re-unlock them through bonds, but I think I have like enough leaves saved up to like get there. Yeah, honestly, Metaphor grinding grinding and leveling archetypes does not feel as much of a chore as like one would expect it to be. Especially if you have everybody on a maxed out archetype and you can get like a bunch of leaves. It's pretty nice. I have 100% on all the Ace Attorney collections. Nice! I have 100% on all the ones I've finished, and I will do that with investigations for sure. I feel like with visual novels it's kind of simple because usually it's just for like inspecting a bunch of things. Go away, Apollo, no one likes you. I'm sorry. I don't hate Apollo. I just have to bully him. He's short, which means I must bully him. It's fun to even grind archetypes. I agree, and I think like being able to like defeat enemies in the overworld really helps with that. And so you don't have to go into like turn-based combat every time. There's an achievement that made me feel so bad. Oh no. Yesterday I got an achievement for just for pressing a certain somebody's statements. I like to press every statement in like debates just to get as much dialogue as I can. And I got an achievement for doing that for somebody. I thought it was kind of funny, but anyway, should we do some lawyering? Can we really? We're not lawyering, we're investigating actually. Miles Edgeworth is a detective in these games. And he's not getting paid for it. Alright, thank you for the Penabaton. Oh, go away, display. The team for getting Simon to say his favorite exhibit. Oh yes, that one! The one for the... wait, I forget what his favorite exhibit is, but I love that that's an achievement. I love the little random things that they give you achievements for in these collections. It's so bizarre, and I love trying to figure out which ones. I love seeing like what they've chosen for achievements. I wish there was an achievement for getting the Yes Daddy dialogue. If I was on the development team, I would have added an achievement for that. That is a lost opportunity. Anyways, let's continue. Yeah, it would be called something like Daddy's Home or whatever. I don't know. Escape tunnel, secret tunnel. All right. We are in the prison. We've met people. This man is dead. I still think he looks like a distant relative of Luke Atme. I'm sorry. It's the hair. He literally has Luke Atme's hair color. This guy. I don't know how I feel about this guy. He just feels slimy. I don't know. I don't like the where my hug at vibes from him. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him yet. I know what possessed Phoenix to say that. Literally. Like, he did not... Nothing in the conversation had anything to do with, like, fatherhood. So why would he say that? Mother here. We have Mother. I'm very intrigued by her religious motifs. I love a little... Listen, as someone who went to Catholic school and suffered for, like, 15 years with it, religious motifs are so fascinating to me. And... oh boy. The winner. I haven't heard anything about you tying the knot. Please stop. This kid. I've been thinking about him. I'm very worried about him. I said this when he was doing his testimony the other day. He is very ill prepared for being a prosecutor. You know, Sebastian, who's Sebastian de Best? I only know the winner. I feel bad for him because he's clearly in over his head, but he definitely seems like he has something to prove. And I don't know if he wants to be a prosecutor, but if he does, he's not getting the proper, like, guidance that he needs. I don't know if Verity is, like, supposed to be his mentor, but she's a judge and he's a prosecutor. I don't know how that would work, but it's like she's just like giving him the answers rather than like actually teaching him how to go about this line of work, and that's not going to help him in the long run. Again, I don't know what exactly the situation is there, but that's the vibe that I'm getting. This kid is being set up to fail. He's gonna be, you know, the kid that gets straight A's, and then goes into the real world and at the first sign of failure just crumbles. And I feel like he's gonna be a parallel to younger Miles Edgeworth. With the, you know, the Von Karma perfection mentality. Put my hair over one eye, you think I could be Verity? Hold on, can I do that? I don't think my hair's long enough to do that. I can't do that. I do love her design though. I think she'd be fun to cosplay actually. I guess I need to know more about her and see if I actually like her in the long run to see if I would want to cosplay her, but her design is very cool. We saw some more familiar faces. Hey. I still love this emote that Bryce made. It's incredible. This freak. This freak with a name. This is... It's not better than Dead Man, but it's up there in terms of Ace Attorney names. Anyways. I'm gonna get water. Oh my god, speaking of double, hi Bryce, how are you? Alright. My tea has been consumed. Let's investigate. So, Mr. Edwards, oh, I finally caught up with you. Hey, you're good? Glad to hear it. I'm doing okay. I know, Shilong Lang, the Alpha, come back. Detective, you're not needed elsewhere? No, the judge and the kid aren't here yet. Oh, and I got your message. So you searched the victim's cell. Did you manage to turn anything up? You struck gold, sir. Well, blood anyway. It was right there on the floor. Only in tiny specks though, but at least it's something. Yeah, it proves that the holding cell was the scene of the crime, right? Oh yeah, a review of my theories so far for this case. I'm not sure who did it. Honestly, the warden seems most suspect. If it was her cat that was... Oh, I'm gonna backtrack. Simeon Saint. I think he was there to help break Knight out of prison. And then something went awry. I think that he was... In the video, I don't think we can watch the video footage, but... The person in the video had a shirt that had 2 pockets on the front. And Knight's shirt does not have 2 pockets here. But the security guard uniform does. And I'm thinking it could have been Simeon that was attacked by a cat in that, disguised as the guard. And we just got information about, from Saw It, about him doing a mud pack treatment on a cat. Maybe it was a cat covered in mud that attacked him, because the thing that attacked him did not look like this giant dog. That was way too small. And if it's a cat, I don't know. She likes cats and animals. I don't know. I guess she's my prime suspect right now. But that's what I'm thinking. Anyways. Not quite. It proves a possibility, but it's not conclusive yet. I thought you'd say that, sir, which is why I ordered some follow-up work. I asked forensics to analyze the blood and see if it matches the victims. They're on it as we speak. I don't think it's gonna be his. Nice work, Gummy. You thought of everything. Detective, I must say, I'm impressed. Did you hit your... Edgeworth, why do you have to be so mean? Gee, don't look so surprised, sir. I just hope things continue to go in our favor. Alrighty, so that's proof the murder happened in the detention center. And for our next trick, we'll find out how that dog got over there. Don't worry, you can leave that one to me. Until the kid and his chaperone get here, we got the whole prison to ourselves. Which is why I brought my... Oh my god, is Missile here? Oh my god, Missile among the other doggies and the animals? And the metal detector and... I forget the third one. I'm sorry, I need to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to like leave so abruptly like this. I will be right back. I'm gonna run an ad. I will be back in a minute. Hi, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I don't know, I feel like I just like started feeling like really like fatigued out of nowhere. And I hope I'm not like getting sick. I don't know, I just got like a wave of like, I don't know, maybe just drinking hot tea is making me feel warm. I don't know, I hope I'm okay. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, secret weapons. Secret weapons? That's right. A few tools of the trade that have helped me bust more than a few cases wide open. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm okay. 7! Oh boy. Sorry, I do feel like lower energy just like all of a sudden. We'll just see how I feel. Well, I don't know about you crazy cats, but I'm sold. Miles? Very well, detective. Yeah. He had, 3 before. Got it, sir. Let me run you through the list. The metal detector! If it's made of steel, silver, or scrap, this little guy here will find it. So it detects metal. Very good, detective. Missile! Hi! Everyone's favorite crime-fighting canine. He can track pretty much any scent you put in front of him, especially food. He sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Canis' dog. Number 3. The fishing rod. Am I one snapper short of a school, or is that a fishing rod? We can go fishing in the well, right? I mean, we could use it in the well. Kay Faraday, I love her very much. She's kind of me. Got away for dinner? No worries, no worries. Thank you, Bryce. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I really am having a bad stomach night. I drank tea, and maybe I brought that on myself by drinking my stomach tea. I just happened to have it with me, is all. I see. Well, onwards and upwards, detective. Let's see what else you have. No, Gumshoe! Gummy, your 4th secret weapon is short of your so-called 7, and one of them was a fishing rod. Sorry, but that's all for today, okay? I'll show you the rest next time. Why do you think I call them secret? I can't just go sharing everything at once. That's crazy. In that case, then I suppose the 3 you've deigned to reveal to us will have to do for now. Alright, I want Missile. Hi, baby! Aw, he really came! So what are we tracking? We're trying to find out how Mr. Canis' dog got to the holding cells in the first place. I suspect the same route was used to bring Knight's body back to the prison. So give the pooch a sniff of the body, and help find that route for us! Does anyone else smell something sweet? All I smell is the odor of blood. It's faint, sir, but it's there. Like cake. Why would the body smell of cake? Okay, Missile, get a noseful. Go, buddy! That's the way to... He's head for the maximum security. Oh, uh-oh, he's going in. And we'll just have to follow after him. Where's the guy? This is Canis' cell, though the man himself is absent, it seems. Is he meeting with someone in the visitor's room? Do you think Missile's onto something? Looks like maybe he is. Uh-oh, does he smell food? Does he smell weenies? Is there something here? Oh, let's get snooping, Mr. Edgeworth. He probably smells this food. Well, I have to inspect everything, but I'll go for the food last. Mr. Canis' chisels. Everyone a potential murder weapon. Sorry, I'm gonna be right back. One more time, sorry. Stomach. I see there's an ad. I'll be right back. I think my room is also just too hot. I need to, like, take a little break. I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm so sorry, I'm back. Sorry about that. Honestly, I think being out of my room was good for a bit. It's a bit toasty in here. Man, Peppermint Tea, why must you betray me? Anyways, chisels.
Hey, that reminds me of something. The furrows in your brow. When you frown, it looks like somebody took a chisel to your forehead.
Oh, I love Kay so much, she's so me. I have no idea what you mean.
See? They're so deep. Don't tell me you don't see it, Mr. Wood Carving Face.
Have you quite finished? I love the way she makes fun of Edgeworth. She's just like me. The bell.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth. That chisel on the floor is a bit smaller than the others.
I'm no woodworker, but perhaps it's an all-purpose one that can be used in a pinch, regardless of the job.
An all-purpose pocket chisel. Makes sense. Always nice when your tools are useful and easy to carry.
Is that your opinion as a thief?
Nope. It's my opinion as a great thief.
I walked into that one. Mr. Canis' chess set, complete with a special dog piece.
That's not a chess set. That's a whole chess table with legs. Looks like it might be worth something, too.
It's not inconceivable, some of them are, and this is quite a nice one.
I never would have pegged Mr. Canis as a chess fan, though. Or the whole Eastern aesthetic he's got going. I thought he'd be more into Go.
Go, huh? Can you play?
I can play Go Fish.
Not the same thing, Kay. Not even close. Oh, I didn't get to inspect the biscuits. What's the matter, boy? The cake. It looks like chocolate. Don't eat it. Oh, Missile, don't eat that. It's not good for doggies. No. No, you can't have it. Dogs can't eat chocolate. You know that. If you won't behave, I'll just have to eat it myself. Oh no, what a shame. That's some real outside the chocolate box thinking there. Not sure everybody agrees, though. Oh, it's okay, Missile. Get him some treats.
Gummy! I wanted some!
Daring of you both to assume the food in a prison is safe to eat. Well, daring or dumb. So anyway, it looks like it really was cake Missile was tracking. Talk about a waste of time. I suppose we got our just desserts. The little guy's definitely capable, right? Sure he is. It was just a blip. He'll follow the right scent this time, I promise. Seek, boy.
Okay, little buddy.
Oh, I think he's onto something. Look at Edgeworth running. Show me Yanni Yogi. Whatever it is, it's in there. Mr. Carcerato's cell. We need to take a look inside. Detective, call the guard. Yes, sir. Thank you, officer. A question before we begin. Is the prisoner, Mr. Carcerato, still in solitary? No, sir. He came back a little while ago. And he was here for the noon roll call. Guess he must be on work duty someplace. I see. Now, if you would be so kind as to open his cell. Yes, sir. Oh my god. This punching bag.
What breed were you again, Missile? Sure it wasn't a boxer.
Good one. Sorry. There's a bag on the ground that says bear bites. I thought it said bear bitches at first. No way indeed. Quickly, detective, move the sandbag aside. Is this body there? Secret tunnel! Whoa there, wait, Missile!
I'm going in too.
Okay, can you even fit in there? Stop! Sir, I'll go get her. Oh, that's tight. Shouldn't have eaten that cake. He's gone. Well, does that connect to the well? Well, I'm not going in there. Guess we'll just have to wait. Yeah, what do I get your nice suit all dirty? Hello, Kay? You alright?
You're not gonna believe this, but we're in the detention center.
Hmm.
That hole. It's a a tunnel that leads right into Mr. Knight's cell.
What? Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way.
Okay. Hey there, Mr. Edgeworth. Guess you could say we made a breakthrough.
Quite. At least they came out unscathed, I think. My god, Gumshoe on all fours? Sir, the floorboards under the bed were torn up. So that's how they did it. There's no doubt about it. This must be the route we've been looking for. The corridor connecting the detention center and the prison is locked down by heavy security doors. But with the help of this tunnel, it can be circumvented. It was a sweet scent that started this whole search. Could it be that the scent was in fact coming from Knight's body after all? Incidentally, Knight's body was covered in dirt. Dirt that might have come from being dragged through this tunnel. That tunnel was certainly not built in a day. Okay, what was it like down there?
Well, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see a whole lot. Luckily, my camera has a flash, so I took some pictures.
And let's see what you've captured. Paw prints! Spoons, a fork. Guess these are for digging the tunnel. That aside, are those footprints? Paw prints, even. From a dog, perhaps? I hope those aren't, missiles that he just left. This is a vital piece of evidence. Oh, those are probably mud paws. However, it begs something of a question. It does? Mr. Coserato has certainly been making use of this tunnel, which means... Detective, we need to find out where Mr. Coserato is immediately. Is he dead? If my suspicions are correct... Maybe he is our culprit. The guards were alerted and they began searching for Mr. Coserato right away. But after thorough investigation of both the prison and the detention center, he was nowhere to be found. Well, have the police been notified? Yes, ma'am. We just finished liaising with them a moment ago. He set up a cordon around the entire facility. Good. The first blemish on a prison's spotless reputation is always the ugliest. You won't have it again, ma'am. A rather different ward in regard to the one we've seen so far. Mr. Edgeworth, was it? I really can't thank you enough for finding that tunnel, darling. Sadly, it may have been too little too late. It seems he may have already left the building. I'd say that's unlikely, Warden. After all, there's a security gate at the exit to the detention center. You're not suggesting you simply walked through it. What's to say there's only one tunnel, sweetie, I suppose that's true. Well, whatever the case, this is no time to be standing around chit-chatting. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind continuing with your investigation? It would be my pleasure. All right. And you three can get back to your posts. Yes, ma'am. Detective, the results of the blood test just came back from the lab. Thanks, Belle.
Oh, what does it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
They've identified blood and it's Knight's. Okay. Alright. Nice job, everybody. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh? You got Knight's blood in his holding cell, a tunnel a dog clearly went through, and security footage showing Knight being attacked by the dog in his cell. Case closed. We have all the evidence we need. Let's see what Mr. Canis has to say for himself. Canis, oh darlings, are you sure? Do be careful around him, won't you? He's as well connected on the outside as he is in here. I suppose he would have to be. How else would the so-called fixer stay in business? The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I've had to lend them a hand myself, you know. So that's what that was all about. We still not talking? Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? She also said something about Allie in that conversation, I think.
You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct?
Why yes, sweetie, everything related to Canis is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. No matter what I say or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word. Prison warden conducting interrogations herself? That's irregular, to say the least. I don't know. I feel like the hitman's too obvious. Let your guard down and he'll devour you whole. Be careful, darlings. You have been warned. Oh, man, here I thought things couldn't get any spicier.
My god, he's here!
Aren't we, like, gonna get in trouble for being on the premises? I'm afraid we might. Hello, Navzy, how are you? Judge Gavel, I didn't expect to find you here. The winner is here, yeah! I might lose, yeah.
You're doing okay, glad to hear it.
We have been conducting inquiries, which, given that we are in charge of the investigation, is hardly strange. What is strange is that you are still here, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave you a warning, did I not? I told you that your badge was at risk should our paths cross again, and yet here you are. I'm sorry that you thought I might be so easily discouraged, Your Honor.
Finally playing episode I guess, let's go, nice!
But I'm not about to let the truth slip from my grasp, no matter what you or the committee might say. I'm here to present a certain someone with evidence that you yourselves should have uncovered.
You have more business with me, I take it, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh no, Navzy. Also, sorry, I'm feeling slightly fatigued today. I think today's gonna be a shorter stream. Just letting y'all know ahead of time. I think I might be having a bad stomach night. I promised I would be back to prove that you were the killer, and here I am.
This should be amusing. Very well, whenever you are ready.
Objection!
Hey! Not so fast. We have some truths of our own to share. First-rate deductions, in fact.
Please take your time. No worries. Thank you. I was, like, fine at the beginning of stream. Maybe I was, like, too much. Maybe putting too much liquid into my stomach was the issue. I don't know. Like, out of nowhere, I just started feeling, like, really, like, hot. And, like, my stomach just started, like, I don't know. My body just feels weird right now. I'm not finished with the official localization. No worries. We are now more certain than ever that Simeon Saint was the murderer, and that only he could have moved Mr. Knight from his holding cell to the prison proper. We shall prove this to you beyond a shadow of a doubt. But first, a question. Are you quite determined to continue on this course, Mr. Edgeworth? Should you fail to rebut our deductions, there will be no going back. That should have no worries. Your very career hangs in the balance.
You mean you'll take his badge if you don't like how this goes? That's intimidation!
Not at all. If anything, I am showing him mercy. This is not Mr. Edgeworth's case. It never was, and I am under no obligation to hear him out. If he is prepared to accept the potential ramifications of his actions, I will allow him one last chance. Well, are you truly willing to take the risk? To put your beloved badge on the line?
Mr. Edgeworth?
Sir! Oh, he's not backing down. I accept your terms. I'm confident in my reasoning. And what's more, I am representing the firm of Edgeworth & Co., and I do not intend to besmirch its name. My duty will be done, and I will not be intimidated. Very well. Let us see whether you are brave or simply reckless. By the power vested in me by the almighty goddess of justice, let this judgment commence. Eustace, if you will allow me.
Fine by me. He's all yours, Gavel.
Alrighty. You're aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day before yesterday, I assume? He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his keys.
Later, in the middle of moving a large animal cage, Mr. Sane stopped by Mr. Knight's cell for a little visit. That's when Mr. Knight stole out of his cell using the keys he'd stolen. He slipped into the cage, and there he hid as he was wheeled into one of the prison workshops. It figures she was going to bring up Mr. Sane going to Knight's cell. Yesterday, after you so kindly made us aware of the security camera footage, we decided to take a look at it ourselves. Perhaps you would like to see what we found? This is a still from the footage we received. Mr. Sane speaking with the Knight at his cell. Correct? You will also note that he has positioned the cage in such a way as to obscure the camera's view. It is this blind spot that Mr. Knight exploited in order to enter the cage undetected. A sound deduction based on what can be observed, wouldn't you say? A blind spot, which means that the camera wouldn't have been able to capture the moment Knight entered the cage if he did at all. So it's still possible he didn't actually leave his cell at this point. Welcome back, Abaddon. I'm doing okay. I might be ending stream pretty early because I just started feeling really like weird all of a sudden, like my body just... I don't know. I don't want to say I'm getting sick, but I just feel weird. Just out of nowhere. Echo, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Like, out of nowhere, I just like suddenly felt really feverish. I don't know if my room is just too hot, or if it's just the tea, like, I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. I don't get it. Why would Mr. Knight want to hide in the cage? Also, hi Echo, how are you? There is really only one possibility. He intended to escape. That's what I thought. Oh, that's so cool! Mr. Carcerato, Mr. Knight, everybody's doing it. I have to step up my game. Okay, now is really not the time. Mr. Carcerato's escape is no laughing matter. It is my belief that Mr. Stain helped Mr. Knight with his escape attempt. Okay. He did MOC 11, let's go, nice! That is to say, he was his accomplice. Wow, go Simeon! I love Kay. That wasn't a compliment! An accomplishment it was. Gallagher cleanse was so important. Yeah, if only I had E2 Gallagher. Oh, it's Kafka. Oh, that's fun. I understand that the cage is briefly taken to one of the workshops. I imagine that had things gone to plan, Mr. Knight would have remained in the cage until after the show, and then removed from the premises, along with the rest of the circus's equipment. Unfortunately for Mr. Knight, Mr. Saint had other ideas. He killed his friend in cold blood. Kafka and Sam, oh boy. Judge Gavel's argument seems reasonable, but there must be a fault in her logic somewhere, and I'm going to find it. I did take a little break. That helps a little bit. I think I'm just bloated, kinda. It's like a weird sort of fatigue. Like, I don't want to say I can't get enough air, because, like, I can breathe, but I feel like my breath support is, like, not great, and, like, my voices are not, like, great. And I think it is just, like, my stomach feeling, like, bleh.
Hold it!
Sounds like I'm sick. I hope I'm not getting sick. Man, I feel a little congested now, too. I'm not congested, I swear. I don't know. It literally just happened, like, maybe half an hour ago. Your Honor, about this incident. You have heard about it, of course. Surely any attorney worth his salt would have had his sources. Yes, I am aware of it, of course. Girl, I had a really weird thing when I was sick. Oh no. All music sounded lower pitch. Oh, that's so interesting. Huh. That's very odd. And then, like, when you got better, was it back to normal then? Then you are wasting both our time. Shall we continue? Maybe it's just, like, were you, like, congested? Because, I don't know, maybe the ears were involved? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, Robin's alt song was lower pitch, it threw me off. Oh no. Do you have any proof that Knight stole the keys? I can think of no other reason for him to carry out such a brutal attack. Once the guard he assaulted regains consciousness, I am sure he will confirm our suspicions.
wouldn't be so sure. Perhaps I should press her further on her reasoning. Yes. Sorry, but I believe there's a flaw in your reasoning. If Knight had the keys, there was nothing to stop him from leaving whenever he wanted. Why wait for Mr. Saint? There was no need, surely. He chose the operation he deemed most likely to succeed. He stole the keys and hid them somewhere, and then waited for an opportune moment to present itself. Do we have the keys in our record? We do.
They have yet to be recovered. Okay. Does Simeon have them? Or does the dog have them?
He hid the keys. I'm afraid you might have made an uncharacteristic oversight, Your Honor. But Knight wasn't hiding any keys. That has been proven already.
They have yet to be recovered. Or maybe it would have...
Take that!
Since you know about the incident, I assume you must already know this, but after the assault, the guards searched both Knight and his cell and no keys were found. And if the whereabouts of the keys cannot be proven, then neither can your theory. I have considered the matter of the missing keys, and I do not think it's such an issue. I still believe he had them. After all, the guards only stated that they were unable to locate them. And this is because they were cleverly hidden inside the pocket chess set. Knight's chess set, the same set in which the murder weapon was also allegedly hidden. Was it? I can't help but wonder about... Girl! That was yesterday! You're the one who proposed it!
Is she really just a gaslight gatekeep girl boss?
Actually, if you'll recall, that was Eustace's assertion. So the two of them aren't of one mind on this, I take it. Allow me to restate the facts. Mr. Knight hid the keys he stole from the guard inside his chess set. When Mr. Saint came to see him, Mr. Knight used the keys to open his cell and climbed inside the cage.
She is great. She's so interesting to me.
He was then moved from his holding cell to that workshop in the prison proper. And with the help of his friend and accomplice, had things gone according to plan, he would have been taken out of the facility after the show. But they did not. Instead, his accomplice murdered him while the show was taking place in the yard.
Objection!
But Mr. Saint was a part of that performance. He would have how would he have even had time to commit the murder?
Overruled.
How indeed? Allow me to explain. As you know, many stage performances follow a set narrative. Yesterday's show is one such example. She's done her homework, I see. The suspect played the role of the antagonist opposite the elephantine heroine of the show. In the latter part of the performance, the heroine's love prevails and the villain is defeated. The victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage by the heroine.
Wah! He's sent flying, ouch.
Isn't that dangerous? Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance. In other words, the suspect did not appear on stage for a period of approximately 15 minutes. And you're saying the crime took place during that time? Yes, I'm afraid so. After all, it's more than a sufficient window, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
Committing the crime and returning to the stage in that short 15-minute window is only possible, assuming that the murder took place in the prison proper. But in fact, Your Honor, the real scene of the crime was Knight's cell. I seem to remember telling you that I would not accept that part of the security footage into evidence.
Objection!
You won't have to, I have proof of a different kind.
6 days till Emphorius. Oh! I am not ready. At all.
Very well. Would you be so good as to present it?
Take that!
This appears to be a photograph of a floor. Almighty goddess of justice, grant me patience. That floor you're so dismissive of, Your Honor, has traces of a knight's blood on it. Oh, damage. Traces, you say? Is this evidence reliable? Hatsune Miku Fortnite collab is in 6 days too? Interesting. After all, I don't believe you had access to the necessary forensic operatives.
Objection!
I have my resources. A certain blunt instrument, you might say, but a reliable one. Psst. The detective. How very unfortunate for him. Perhaps before you decided to circumvent the law, you might have considered that the committee's influence extends to the police.
Oh no, now Gummy's badge is on the line too!
What if Hoyo did a collab with something silly? But I would absolutely pull on the Gumshoe banner. Yes, definitely. What role would he be in Star Rail? Forgive me, detective. I didn't mean to put you at risk as well. Aww. I will enter the fact that Mr. Knight's blood was found in the holding cell into evidence. However...
Objection!
Hey!
Bad luck, idiots. You're really on the edge now, Mr. Worthless.
Got him! I did not mean to take 2 screenshots there. Mr. Winner, I'd forgotten you were there. But it was nice while it lasted! He's so mean!
I just butted in to tell you that your entire argument is one big inconsistency.
Isuka's not now, actually. I will be back in one more moment. I'm gonna take one more little walk around. Hopefully I'll feel a little better. I'm so sorry. Hi again, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I've been drinking a lot of water over like the past half hour and like I just had to run real quick. I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit better. I think it is just a little bloating, but like I'm fine. I'm fine. Just an average day with UC. We're fine though. I just need to get better breast support.
You showed us camera footage of a dog killing Mr. Knight in his cell. Are you saying the mutt also wiped the blood off before it left the scene? Uh-oh. What other tricks can it do, huh? A blood-wiping dog? You're a joke.
I'm sure he can do it. You'd have wiped that blood up, wouldn't you, boy? Yes, Helmut, yes, you would. What? That was one of the tricks I taught him before our work together was so rudely cut short. He's a very tidy boy, you know, never misses a drop. It wouldn't do to leave any evidence, after all. Aww, I feel kind of bad. Saved by an assassin of all people. Jeez Louise, you could have just taught the little guy to shake hands. Oh, he does that marvelously, too. Although the way I taught him to do it is somewhat unorthodox. What, does he take a severed hand in his mouth and go, rawr? First he bites down hard on the oh my god.
I'm not listening!
I see. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. It seems you may have gathered some evidence worth considering. Your understand-
Objection!
Oh my god, kids, stop butting in!
I'm not done yet. I just thought of something else.
You're not testifying, buddy. Overruled. Oh boy. Somebody's taken no prisoners. Eustace, would you be so kind as to allow me?
All yours, Gavel.
Well, do you accept the truth now? The crime took place in Knight's holding cell, and the assassin's dog was the killer. My position is the same as it was yesterday. Until you can explain how the dog moved between the prison and the detention center, I cannot accept your theory into evidence.
Hold it!
I thought you might say that, which is why I'd like to show you something else. Secret tunnel!
Take that!
This is... It's a secret passageway. It runs beneath the prison.
What?
Aww.
A secret passageway?
It was dug by one Mr. Rocco Coserato, escapee. Did he take Teddy with him? He did. It leads from his prison cell to a certain holding cell in the detention center. Yes, the very one where the victim was being held. Well, this is certainly a surprise. To think it was beneath our feet this entire time. Mr. Canis, you knew of this tunnel, didn't you? Because it's the same tunnel that was used to carry out the murder.
Overruled!
In the name of the goddess of justice, overruled! Mr. Edgeworth, you are out of line.
Hold it!
How so, Your Honor?
Overruled!
Evidence is everything, whether in a court of law or at the scene of an investigation. Isn't that your little catchphrase? Well, it just so happens that I have some evidence of my own. Bronco Knight's autopsy report. The autopsy! His autopsy report.
When did we get that?
How do you not know you had it? The police handed it to me only a short while ago. The findings are still preliminary, but it has something of value to tell us nonetheless. The goddess of justice speaks to us through these pages, Mr. Edgeworth. Cause of death, stab wound to the throat, and the weapon is said to be a sharp blade of some sort. It seems the victim was stabbed repeatedly in the same spot, resulting in an ugly wound. As such, the police have yet to identify the exact shape of the weapon. But its overall nature seems to be beyond question. It is a bladed metal instrument. In light of this evidence, do you truly wish to continue with your flight of fancy? Or will you now claim that the dog used a knife and Koromaru, level 99 Koromaru could do that, but Koro is a good boy and doesn't kill people. But that's impossible! That will be all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
But the tunnel, the paw prints. Rifle could use a knife, true. What of them? Helmut is something of a wanderer. What voice is this? Perhaps he just happened across this tunnel one day. Although I couldn't say for certain. I myself cannot wander quite so freely. It will be quite a coincidence, but I can't prove it's not the case either. She sure knows how to keep a secret, huh? Kinda wish she kicked us in the teeth a little earlier with that. She was baiting me, waiting for the perfect moment to crush me with that autopsy report. And I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. You are a lead attorney for the defense, correct, Mr. Fender? This is the interim autopsy report in question. I do apologize for the delay. Yeah, no sweat. Thanks for fucking us up. Yep, this all checks out. Yep. Mr. Fender, any additional information? Okay. What's bonking? Hello, Wasted. How are you doing? We're just bonking along here. A handshake is not necessary when receiving official court documents, you know.
Get his ass, please.
So please feel free to let go of my hand. It's not a holy relic after all.
I'm just trying to be friendly, Your Honor. I want her to hit him with the gavel. Like, just bop him on the head, beat him up.
Had you lingered a moment longer, the goddess of justice would have spoken to you through my gavel!
They need to hire me to write these games, please. Alright, I got it. I think she should still do it.
Nice work, Gavel. Just like we planned it.
I did only as you instructed, Eustace, but thank you.
Did she really? I don't buy that.
The support came from the police. I have no choice but to accept its legitimacy. But the dog didn't kill Knight, and that takes Canis out of the running.
I missed last stream, so I'm using my Ace Attorney powers to figure out what's going on. Noted. Well, good luck.
The goddess of justice speaks to me, Mr. Edgeworth, and she is merciful. She tells me that you might yet keep your badge if you will finally abandon this fruitless quest.
What's our next move, sir? I think she really means it this time.
What do you think, Detective?
My answer remains the same, Judge Gavel. I will see my duty done, and I will not be intimidated.
Even with how things stand, you still refuse to concede. This may very well be your last chance. Your blade hangs by a thread.
Then let it fall if it must. I have something far more important to protect as an associate attorney. My client.
The goddess of justice is no doubt saddened by your refusal to accept yet another offer of mercy.
Attaboy, Miles, that's what I like to see. Looks like the defense never rests is really starting to mean something to you. Credit to your old man, though. He's the one who said it first.
My father.
In fact, I could swear I saw a Gregory spirit in you for a second there. Aww. You said that you changed since your days in Von Karma's shadow. I didn't believe you at first, but I'm starting to. Ladies. Stop. Thank you, Fender. Alright, kids. This is where the rubber really hits the road. What you thinking, Capson? It's make or break time. If it's true the Knight was after the bladed weapon, does our whole case really fall apart?
A bladed weapon? Of course!
There were 5 chisels in Canis' cell when we last looked. A former assassin certainly wouldn't struggle to commit murder with a tool like that. In which case the weapon that killed Knight was...
Have you quite finished? It would be on your...
Evidence is everything. It may well be my little catchphrase, but it's also true. So the murder weapon was a sharp blade? Then where is it? The guards didn't find it.
Why can't you let this go? So what if they didn't find it? What are you driving at?
What if I were to tell you that I now know what the real murder weapon was? And it was right under our noses the whole time. Indeed. It was one of Mr. Canis' chisels.
What?
I would advise you to stop bombarding us with your irresponsible, half-baked theories, Mr. Edgeworth. You have repeatedly insisted that Mr. Knight was killed in his cell by a dog.
I gotta give him that voice. Listen, it fits too. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what other voice. It just suits him.
I simply go where the evidence takes me, both in the courtroom and at the scene of the crime. If the murder weapon was in fact a chisel, then yes, the murder could not have been the dog. But that begs the question of what exactly it was we saw in the security footage.
And like, just stop! I feel bad bullying him, okay? But it has to be done a little bit.
Oh yeah, the security footage. How do you explain that, Mr. Smarty Pants?
The footage shows Mr. Canis' dog jumping up at Knight. The dog attacked Knight, but he didn't kill the man. He didn't. No, Knight was merely knocked out. The dog didn't drag a corpse through the tunnel, he dragged an alive but unconscious Knight. The real killer was the dog's master. Oh, I get it. By bringing Knight here, Mr. Canis could finish the job.
And he could definitely use one of his chisels to do it.
Correct. You, Body Hunter Canis. You're the only one who could have done it. I don't think it's him.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, you ever get this on your report card? Refuses to listen, must learn to respect others.
Are you asking me or confessing to what's on yours? Edgeworth! Okay, everybody's bullying this kid. You know, I thought babies thought, stop! Don't remind me! I need to go check out my chows. I haven't seen them in a minute.
We already searched Mr. Canis' cell from top to bottom, right, Gavel?
Well, no, Rifle's a criminal, but what if the real Stop. What if? What if? Yes, we even inspected his chisels. All 4 of them. 4. There wasn't a single speck of blood. 4. Why, thank you, Your Honor. You have just confirmed my theory. I have? What exactly do you mean? The last time we were here, there were 5 chisels, not 4.
Oh yeah, I remember counting them. Definitely 5.
And the one that's missing is... the small one. The one we thought might be a pocket chisel. You interested in harassing this little boy who's been through enough? Okay, I mean... I do feel kind of bad. I felt really bad during his little testimony last stream, and... brother. Mr. Canis, where did you hide that chisel? A pocket chisel, and where might I have used for such a thing, I am rarely allowed to leave my cell. In which case, you shouldn't have had the chance to dispose of the weapon. You've dug your own grave, Mr. Canis. You seem to have an idea where this missing chisel might be, Mr. Edgeworth. Would you enlighten us? He ate it.
Take that!
Mr. Canis is still a prisoner, despite the comfort he enjoys. He's rarely allowed out of his cell. He could have given the chisel to his dog to leave somewhere. But that would have been far from ideal. He would have no way of guaranteeing where it might end up. Intriguing. Do go on, Mr. Edgeworth. Furthermore, this room is the one place where a bladed instrument wouldn't raise an eyebrow. 4 chisels, 5 chisels, who's counting? A fact he took full advantage of. Ah, the old Keith incriminating evidence close routine. Classic.
Objection!
But he looked! I searched the whole cell myself, and there's just nowhere he could have hidden it!
Objection!
I am certain that the murder weapon is here. And that's the reason why no one has found it yet, is because it was hidden in such an ingenious manner.
Do enlighten us, Mr. Edgeworth. What was my ingenious plan?
Think, Miles, there must be a hiding spot you could make use of. Think about when you came here previously. What are you missing? There's the bell. Is it in his mouth? When we were here before, he barked and growled repeatedly. Canis even encouraged him to do so. That must be it. I knew something. Did the dog eat it? I can hardly believe it, but I think I know where he hid the murder weapon. Giving up already. Oh, I expected more of you, Mr. Edgeworth. He's still licking, but...
Hold it!
As well you should if you would give me a moment.
Take that!
Your dog. He seems unusually quiet today.
Oh yeah, unlike last time.
Mr. Canis, if you would be so kind as to open Helmet's mouth. Oh, come now, he hasn't barked because he's a well-behaved boy. I had to order him to last time. Then order him again, this instant. It's not like we're asking for the world, Mr. Canis. Or do you have something to hide? If you insist. Come on, Helmet, open up. And there we have it. A chisel that small. What? Oh my god.
A chisel in the dog? Why is there a chisel in the dog?
I thought he'd been strangely quiet. I guess his brain finally caught up. Eustace, why don't you be a good boy and call forensics? Tell them it's urgent.
Okay.
Our findings are as follows. The traces of blood were detected on the chisel. What? Not such a half-baked theory after all, was it? Haha. Alright, so we're all on the same page here. This is our murder weapon, yeah? The forensic evidence cannot be ignored. We have no choice but to concede that this is most likely the case. I know the dog is a sculptor, he's so talented! Mr. Canis, in light of the— oh my god, my voice. My stomach is feeling a little better, but I feel like my breast support is not ideal, so my voices are not going to be ideal. In light of the discovery of the murder weapon, the court demands that you explain yourself. We found your dog took to the holding cells, and now we have the chisel. How do you propose to talk your way out of this one? You never fail to entertain, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why does he always laugh like that, even when it's not funny?
Poor Helmet. How could they suspect us, You leave me a little choice. I shall simply have to share with you the truth. I did not kill anyone. I have grown tired of killing. Yeah, I don't think he did it. Something's not right. Why is he so calm? Very well. The court will hear Mr. Canis' testimony. If you would be so kind. Gladly. Perhaps I might begin by explaining what you believe my motive to have been. I never knew this knight. I had no contact with him. Well, we know that's what we're going to present evidence to, because you did. His little ear! Given that this is the case, why would I possibly wish him dead? Ah, could it be you are suggesting that it was my canine companion who had the motive instead? Helmet only bears his fangs when I tell him to. I am not so bloodthirsty that I would kill a man I did not know.
I mean, when he puts it that way.
An assassin who only kills his acquaintances. Not the soundest business model, I agree. My work requires me to deal with strangers, of course, but murder for its own sake, that's not my style. So I need to prove a link between Knight and Canis. I should go over the evidence again and see what I can discover. Alright.
Hold it!
I'm puzzled by this focus on motive. Aren't you an assassin? Assassin or not, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't spill blood for nothing. Neither in a professional nor in a private capacity. That's just not how it's done, is it, boy? No, it's not. Well, we know what we're gonna present here, but I want to press for dialogue. Do dogs look like people because they're trying to get to the bone? Excellent question. Uh-oh. You didn't know who he was. That's quite unlike you, Mr. Canis. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Perhaps you had a harder time putting me in here than I had realized, but I am no master criminal. That said, you are no run-of-the-mill prisoner either. You are the fixer, correct? I find it highly unlikely that a man in such a position would have no knowledge of the new detainee at all. Then you have a rather inflated idea of my position. I have my connections, yes, but I am not all-knowing. And I knew nothing of Mr. Knight.
Hold it!
You're an assassin. Since when have you needed a motive? He's a strange man, isn't he, Helmet? Yes, he is. Is he a fool, a genius? It's so hard to say.
Objection!
Drop the act, Mr. Canis, and answer the question. No, you will answer mine. Who am I, Mr. Edgeworth? I am the very same person you caught. An assassin, a murderer for hire. Were I one to kill without rhyme or reason, I would still be free to recite sutras in peace out there.
Hold it!
Of course not. But your dog was trained to kill. What is this man talking about, Helmet? Why would he say such an awful thing about you? He's a silly man, that's what he is, yes. Then perhaps he killed the wrong person. That would explain the lack of motive. Do your precious police dogs attack people willy-nilly? Have some respect, Mr. Edgeworth. If you're going to accuse Helmet of something, at least show us some evidence to back up your claims.
Hold it!
Then you must have done so, didn't you? You ordered Knight's death. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you'll have to try harder than that. Have you forgotten what I just said? I did not know Mr. Knight. I did not even know that name. If you're going to insist otherwise, then the least you can do is show us some sort of proof. He must show us some proof, mustn't he, Helmet? Yes, he must. But it was Canis' dog that committed the killing. Knight wouldn't be dead if Canis himself hadn't wanted him to be.
Objection!
You're getting sloppy. May have trained your dog to clean up your mess, but some things still require a human touch. We found this in the victim's room. It's the record for game of correspondence chess. And what's more, the game depicted matches the game laid out on your board. Oh? Maybe it is him. I don't know. The number of possible games has been calculated to be 10 to the power of 120, and that's on the low end.
Oh, wait, so that's 10 times 10, 120 times over, right? 100,000 Balatro math. I give up. I mean, what do you even call a number that big?
A vanishingly unlikely coincidence, that's what. Now tell us why you killed Knight. Unless, that is, you would prefer to explain the coincidence. Well, they do say the truth is stranger than fiction. It is, as you say, a coincidence.
That's totally impossible. We just proved that.
A coincidence of a different kind, child. I never imagined my correspondent was the victim, you see. And yet here we are. Helmet is as surprised as I am, aren't you, Helmet? Yes, yes. I suppose there's nothing before it but to finally tell the truth, boy. The other prisoners had all gone to the yard, you see. There was a show of some sort, I believe. Here I was, minding my own business, when in comes Helmet, dragging a corpse of all things. I had quite the shock, not the least because the murder weapon was still in the poor fellow's neck. Of course, I was none too keen on becoming a suspect, so I had Helmet take the body to the workshop. Yeah, that's this... He removed the weapon. The dog pulled out the murder weapon in the workshop. Indeed he did. Removing it here would have made an awful mess after all.
You know something. That makes total... You know something? That makes total sense. Remember what Mr. Saw had said, Mr. Edgeworth?
I see. So what Mr. Sword actually saw was Helmet retrieving the murder weapon, then? Precisely. I can't say I wasn't a little disappointed he was spotted, of course. Silly boy, it's not like you to slip up like that, is it now? And there you have it. That is about all there is to tell. I did not kill the man, but most I am responsible for the removal of the weapon. Now, will that be all? Poor Helmet is growing restless.
Objection!
Sorry, but if you can entertain us for just a little longer, Mr. Canis. Fender! No offense, Palio, but I don't think you quite told us everything. I'm sure we'd all like to know why you thought you needed to pull the chisel out in the first place. He's right. It makes sense that he removed the body to avoid suspicion. But Canis had no reason at all to recover the murder weapon. So the mute one isn't as dumb as I thought. Please answer the question, Mr. Canis. It was because of the bell. The one attached to the chisel, and the one around Helmet's neck. Serratus Dow, I just reclaimed my knife, literally. That's what he's claiming. And there was something of a trademark of yours, were they not?
I don't get it. How does that even work?
Bodyharmer Canis, the blind butcher. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. The last sound his victims would ever hear. You flatter me. Though it's been some years since you last saw one of them, you remember them well. Your knife and its attached bell were one of the pieces of evidence seized in our case against you. Yes, but it was one of my bells, one of only 2 in existence. Alright, another ad is running. I need more water. I've been drinking a lot of water this stream. I will be back. I'm so sorry that I'm like stepping away a lot. But yeah, I'm drinking a lot of water. I'll be back. Hi, sorry. Sorry, you know how like sometimes like where like your mouth is like dry, so you just keep drinking a lot of water, but no matter how much you drink, like your mouth just still feels dry? That's where I'm at right now. I think maybe I need to slow down on my water drinking, maybe that will help me feel better so I don't like feel like blah, I don't know. It is one of my bells, one of only 2 in existence. Just two. Two and only two. One for my knife and one for my beloved helmet. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide, after all. And I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me.
I drink a lake's worth of water. Oh god, I would explode.
Man.
But I am feeling a bit better. I don't know what is going on with me tonight, but I am okay now.
Okay. Only two such bells exist? Mm-hmm. One is attached to Helmet the dog, the other to Canis' knife, which was seized by the police during his arrest. When Helmet brought the body to my cell, I was rather surprised to hear a familiar sound. At first I was sure that my knife had been used to do the deed. But no, a chisel. An ordinary chisel. It's certainly no assassin's blade. Nonetheless, the bell would have suggested my involvement. Compounding the matter is the fact that I am the only person in this prison permitted to use such tools. It was clear that I would become the prime suspect. And so the chisel had to be removed and hidden.
Hold it!
You still claim that all you did was have the dog move the body, that you had nothing to do with the killing. How could I? I told you the chisel is not mine. You need not take my word, Mr. Edgeworth. Why not have it checked for fingerprints?
Won't they all be washed away by his, saliva? I don't know, does saliva wash away fingerprints? I don't know.
Mr. Canis hid this chisel in his dog's mouth.
Do you think it's our murder weapon, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's too early to tell, but the fact that blood was found on it certainly is incriminating. At the very least, it's not something we can discount as unrelated to the case.
This bell is the same as the one on Helmet's collar, right?
The bell is something of a trademark with Mr. Canis.
An assassin with a trademark? You'd think you want to stay anonymous.
Isn't that true of great thieves, too?
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you don't know anything about great thieving, do you? Great thieves are only great because they stand out from the crowd.
And what's in it for a thief to stand out like that, other than to attract the police's attention? Eustace!
Huh? Me? But I don't know how to check for prints.
Get forensics.
Oh, alright, sure thing. Hooey! We got 'em! Fingerprints! They're Mr. Knight's!
And Mr. Canis's?
Nope, just Mr. Knight's. Oh, and forensics said there's no sign of prints having been wiped off.
Only Knight's fingerprints. This isn't good.
Uh-huh. Should I get them to check again?
Now do you see? I never so much as touched that chisel. Helmet carried it in his mouth, that is all. Therefore, any prints must belong to whoever had it last. So the murder weapon belonged to the victim. Ooh, that's not helpful. As I said, I have not touched the chisel. Therefore, I cannot be the killer. Or do you wish to suggest otherwise? I've got nothing to counter with. But what could this mean? Is he not the killer after all? Is he actually telling the truth? No, he can't be. I am sure this goes without saying, Mr. Edgeworth. But if you do not find a solution to your current predicament, and quickly, I will have little choice but to relieve you of your badge. Even my patience has a limit, and I will not tolerate you throwing this investigation into chaos. Am I clear? Done it now, sir. She's serious. I hate to admit it, but the fingerprints turn everything on its head. Without more evidence, I'm back to square one.
Wait, something doesn't add up. A few things, actually. What would Mr. Knight have needed a chisel for?
You can do a lot with a chisel, child. Break out of prison, for one.
Alright, then how did he get it in here?
Simeon brought it to him. Although... was this checked? That wasn't checked with the security thing, was it?
There's no way the guards would have let him bring a super sharp tool in with him, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, Earth to Mr. Edgeworth! You can't stand there hemming and hawing just because of a little setback. The important thing is finding the truth, you know? It doesn't matter how we get there. As long as he saves Simeon in the end. We can't give up now or ever.
Yeah, what she said. I'll second that. You want me around with that, Kay? I'm not tempted to offer you a job for real. It's like I said, the defense never rests. Or rather, like your pop said. What do you think lies at the heart of those words, Miles? Any guesses? The heart of those words. It's like this. As defense attorneys, our client's fate rests on our shoulders. We're the only ones they can turn to. Simeon's our client, and we're the only ones who can save him. So we can't rest. Not while he's counting on us. I'm not about to turn my back on your old man's legacy. Are you? Oh! Oh! I'm an associate with the defense now. No, I'm an associate with my father's firm. That's the role I've chosen, and that means that if I fail to save my client, I have failed in my duties. I will honor my father's vision and save Simeon Saint. No matter what setbacks I face, I cannot admit defeat. If one path is blocked, I must simply find another.
There we go. That's the Miles Edgeworth I know. Now let's find a new path forward. We can start by trying to figure out how Mr. Knight brought that chisel into the prison.
Take that!
Usually, it wouldn't be possible to bring a metal object into this facility undetected.
Because of the security gates, right?
Correct. We'd already know that checks on one of the gates haven't been entirely thorough of late. Namely, the gate at the entrance to the detention center. The gate is only used to scan people. Any items they bring into the facility are only subjected to a cursory check. Chestnut wasn't put through the metal detector! Uh-oh! It seems the guards have grown a little lax in that regard of late. Knight took advantage of this little oversight and had Mr. Saint bring in the chisel, hidden inside his pocket chest set. That does answer one of our questions. And it suggests the chisel was indeed Mr. Knight's and not Mr. Canis's. However, we still have one rather pressing problem to address. That of the security footage in which Knight is attacked by a dog. How does one explain if Mr. Canis was not the culprit? And then how do you explain his prints not being on the murder weapon? This one's a real three-piper. The court, too, finds itself wanting for a satisfactory explanation.
Remember the good old days when Ace the same 7 recurring characters show up all the time? Yeah! And we have like a bunch of recurring characters, like in this case alone. All people Miles never spoke to before.
We got a couple of new people in here now.
Sorry. My voice is really not feeling great today. Introducing secret number one. Lil V! What sort of name is that, detective? I came up with it myself, sir. Anyway, you can use it to analyze the video footage.
An excellent idea.
Yeah. What the fuck? Literally, yeah, the same little random, like, witnesses. Yeah, like, Lotta, Will Powers. Who else showed up, like, a bunch of times?
Perhaps then you might finally see that I am telling the truth. Who knows if there's anything to be found, but it has to be worth a try. Alright. Seeing as I'm not exactly familiar with video analysis techniques, perhaps I should hear him out. Sure, why not? Alright, what are we doing here? Okay. Do what you always do. Examine anything catches your eye. T to point it out. Left and right let you rewind or fast forward. Okay.
It's so nice that I can rewind and fast forward, unlike with the Blue Badger video.
Alright. And I can do that as well. And space to pause. Okay. When the video's paused, you can go to the previous frame and the next frame. Oh, slay! And zooming in, line up the cursor, and then noop, noop.
Just speaking of that video, yeah, that one. The first murder literally the first murderer from the very first tutorial cases in this case. That's wild. I literally thought we would never see him again. Rifle's machinations appear in every game. True! Is Rifle in this prison with the circus?
Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright. And zooming out. Just do that again. Alright. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Other than the victim being attacked by that dog, I can't see what else it might show us. It's not the dog! First off, it's too small! Mm-hmm. It's not him. Mm-hmm. I should keep both questions in mind while reviewing the footage. Who is it and who was attacking? You never know what you're gonna see once you start looking at things up close. Check every detail, sir. Inspect every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Mm-hmm. Can I see anything in the mirror? See, that looks like a cat. Alright. Well, I'll point out the, hold on. What if I, like... What if we rewind a bit? Look, it's like a... Wait! It's a little small thing. Look at it! It's zooming, it's a cat! Whee! I'm guessing that's not what I should inspect right now. I'll do the mirror. I will do this. I must be seeing things. I should take another look. But nothing seems off at first glance. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, I can just zoom in there. Okay. It's a blur. Alright. Maybe I do, like, look at the paw. Or do I point out the pocket? Rifle is a penguin. Mm-hmm. Whee! Look at this little paw. Zoom in. Wait, on the other. Oh my god! Jake! Hello! Hello! Yeah, there we go. Little paws. Urethra! I suspect we may have made a critical error of judgment. What we're looking at here is no dog.
It's a cat!
Oh, I should have done the wrong answers. Oh wait, is that wrong?
Is it?
Miles, buddy, I'm squinting hard here, but nothing about this picture says kitty cat to me. Mr. Edgeworth, the court demands that you take those proceedings. I did think it was a cat at first. Okay? I was, but yeah! Alright, well... I think it is a bear. It's what's his name? Carcerado. It's Teddy. It's a pig! Did I say urethra? I did. It's not a dog, it's a pig.
A pig. I guess if you look at it from a certain angle.
Eustace, that is most certainly not a pig. Hey, look, sometimes even the most uptight people need a little lull in their lives, am I right, Miles? What the heck is a lull?
You mean it was just some dumb joke?
Mr. Edgeworth, the court demands that you answer seriously and truthfully. Alright. Lol had better not met loss of life. Wow. Okay. It's Teddy. God damn it. Because that does go to Teddy's, or, Carcerado's cell. That's not a dog, it's a bear.
What? So the paw prints from the photo I took?
Well, not canine, but ursine. Oh, of course you gotta say it like that. A bear, so that could mean... Mm-hmm. Yes, I think it could. After all, who else do we know with such a pet? And if we were mistaken about the creature in the footage, it's not inconceivable that we were mistaken about the person in the footage too. Maybe there's something in there that could prove it, sir. Something that shows it was a knight. You're right. We can't see the person's face, which means a direct identification is out of the question. But perhaps there's something that can tell us who they are indirectly. Indirectly, like the mirror? Yes, it's certainly worth a look. Alright. So he stole I'm guessing Carcerado was the one who stole it to, break out. Whee! Whee! Can we see here? Alright, I'm not seeing anything in the mirror. No identifiable features in the mirror. Whee! Unless I go to the very beginning all over again. Alright. Hand. Hand reveal. Oh, is that mud on them? Is that mud on his hand? Kinda looks like it. Urethra! Maybe not. Yeah, Bear Molly. Hi, Ridley, how are you? Is this where we point out the pocket, maybe? Is the pocket significant, or am I overthinking it? I'm gonna point out this pocket. Okay. They said the mirror. I didn't see any identifying features in the mirror, like, at all. I don't know, I can't tell who that is. Alright, well I can't tell who his face is! Is that a hat? Say, doesn't that look like that's the gods wear, sir? Oh jeez, is that what I think it is? Have there been any reports of one of the animals attacking a god recently? Not that I've heard of. So this may not be a god at all, but somebody dressed as one.
Take that!
So no gods are reported being attacked by an animal as far as we know, but we did hear about a god's spare uniform being stolen. Could the person in the security footage perhaps be someone disguised as a god? Someone attempting to escape without being noticed? A god disguise, I guess it might work. Wait, am I just talking about someone? We were indeed. Someone who seems to have successfully made his escape. We'd assumed that it was night in the security footage.
Well, it was his cell. It's hardly a crazy theory.
Perhaps, but now that we know about the hole under the bed, it is no longer the only possibility. Whoever had access to the tunnel could very well be the one caught on camera. And who is that, Mr. Edgeworth? Would you care to tell the court who you believe this person to be? It's me! It's the winner!
Take that!
Okay, alright, I know.
Overruled.
I know, I was stupid of me, I know. I just had to be a little goofy. Wait, where is the guy? There.
Take that!
I believe I know who our god in disguise is. It is none other than Rocco Carcerotto, the prisoner who recently escaped from this facility. I'm confident it's him because he was assigned a polar bear cub as his companion.
But the bear in that video is all black.
Indeed, and we have evidence that explains why.
Take that!
Recall, if you will, Mr. Frank saw its testimony. He was doing a mud pack. Yep. Aw, little bear. Mm-hmm. Yep. While the circus performance was underway, he was giving one of the animals a mud pack treatment.
And that animal could have been.
Indeed, our polar bear.
Overruled.
Mr. Adgeworth, your latest assertion simply introduces yet another contradiction. The footage from the security... Hey, let the woman speak. I fully understand, Your Honor, and your doubts are entirely justified. Mr. Salt mentioned applying the mud pack while the circus performance was underway. And this does indeed introduce a new contradiction concerning the security footage.
It does?
Yes, let's put it this way. When would you expect the footage to have been recorded, Kay?
If it was taken right after he applied the mud pack treatment, it should have been around 9 a.m.
It was like at 4 p.m., wasn't it?
And what's that?
Look at the time.
Take that.
Mr. Sod said he administered the treatment at around 9 a.m., in which case the security footage should also show the time around 9. However, this timestamp says 6:42 a.m. On the day of the murder, the prisoners all went out to the yard to watch the circus. All except 3, Mr. Canis, who remained in his cell at maximum security, Mr. Sawat, who was administering the mud pack treatment in the workshop, and Rocco Casarato, who had been awaiting that precise moment to put his escape plan into action. I believe he entrusted the bear to Mr. Sawat before entering the tunnel.
Oh, look at him! He's so cute! Oh, little bear!
The bear then slipped out of Mr. Sawat's grasp to run after its human. Mr. Sawat would have then left the workshop to pursue the bear, at which point he saw Mr. Canis' dog retrieving the murder weapon from Mr. Knight's body. It all fits perfectly, except for the security footage, which should have been recorded from around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is 3 hours off.
But why would the timestamp be wrong?
Detective, I would like you to have the security camera examined right away, please. I'm back, sir. I just talked to the guards and... Seems like the time codes can slip up on these cameras if they lose power. If they lose power? They're pretty old, sir. Guess the clock stops and the power is off. Which would mean the power was off for approximately 3 hours at some point. That's not all, sir. We remember how Knight denied stealing the keys? No one believed him considering, well, you know, he seemed kind of like the only suspect. Turns out that wasn't all he said. He also said he was knocked out cold, just like the other guy. Just like the other guy? Who's the other guy? Oh, the security guard. Darlings, there you all are. How goes the investigation? Is there anything I can do to help things along? Actually, there might be something we can do for you, Warden the Guard. The escapee, Mr. Casarato, I believe he may still be on the premises. He's disguised as a guard. Here's the proof, should you need it. We're reasonably certain that the person captured on this tape is our man. And if I'm correct, he might even be right here in the room with us. Is this man in the room with us right now? Look at them spinning!
Hey, Mr. Carcerato would have been wearing a bracelet, right?
Yes, a bracelet that could easily be hidden under the sleeves of his stolen uniform. Furthermore, the doors of this prison proper don't have those sensors that detect the bracelets installed. So if he'd avoided doors with sensors, he could simply wait for an opportunity to finally make his escape. Well, yes, I suppose he could. He'd just have to avoid the workshops and the cells, and oh my! He's one of you, isn't he? He's here right now!
Oh, hi, baby! Look, it's Teddy!
Aww, Teddy loves his human. Hey, pause up! Get your mitts off of me, you big palooka! Thank you, Teddy. Very kind of you to confirm our suspicions. Aww, Teddy's so cute. Take it, it wasn't for you, Ada. But a thing it is to be loved, huh, Mr. Carcerato? I'm almost...
I almost said Phoenix. Edgeworth! Phoenix went to law school for you! Wow! Guards, apprehend this man! A moment, if you will. I have some questions for our would-be escapee. If we are to learn the truth, I will need to speak with him. With your permission, of course. I can hardly say no now, can I? Well, come on then, and maybe best shot. This Coserato is to escape route directly into Knight's cell, so it's highly possible he has something to offer. Tell me what you were doing on the day of Mr. Knight's body was discovered. Alright. So it was you guys, huh? You're the ones who found my secret getaway tunnel. You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing? I had me a guard's uniform, a whole dog, and a plan in place. So I went on for the day you found the guy. But then this little guy decided to come right after me. The sarcophagus was covered in mud too. Had to go back to our cell. I would have gotten away with it if somebody had an off night and brought you bums down here. You claimed to have dug that tunnel just now. How exactly did you do it? Well, used everything I could get my hands on, see? Hammers, spoons, you name it. Spent every dime I had on this cockamamie fixer. And what do I got to show for it now, huh? Do not be disheartened, friend. Tomorrow is another day. There's an outside chance Mr. Coserato and Knight met face to face just before Knight's death. Maybe Knight saw him escaping and then he did it. Alrighty.
Hold it!
Shut up, who you telling to hold it? The tunnel, you don't know nothing, you don't know what I had to do. I had to come calling to the fix-a-monk, had to grovel and kowtow the... Oh? Are you gonna give me back the hours, huh? The days, the months? Can't get a word in edgewise. Edgeworth, edgewise! Should've never stuck your noses in my tunnel, never!
Hold it!
So the tunnel was all your own work? Every inch. You see anybody else on my cell when you were there, It's quite an effort, even for an athlete.
Yeah, now that I think of it, that is an insane amount of digging for one guy.
Ah, well, you don't even know the half of it, kid. But it ain't like I had a choice. Trust nobody and don't get caught. Them's the rules the con's gotta live by.
Huh, you know, the rules of being a great thief are pretty similar.
Okay, I'd rather you didn't start sympathizing with the suspect.
I was just joking, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, it was just a joke. Don't take it so seriously.
And then no stinking joke to me, you punks owe me.
Hold it!
Imagine that, huh? Uniform, was that from the Fixer too? Oh, it sure was. Heard he had something on one of the guards. Had the guy swipe it from a pal's locker. Were you wearing it when you were crawling through the tunnel? Nope. Would've got dirt on it. Had to hold on to it till I got to the holding cell. Once I was out of there and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. Here we go, I thinks. Raiden beckons. And then the furball here jumps up at me. Which would be the moment captured on camera. I see. I'd be grateful if you could add that to your testimony. Once I was out of the tunnel and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake.
Hold it!
Opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake, you say? Sure. Anything seems easy after dragging yourself through a hole in the ground. What is this to the keys, maybe? And you are familiar with the layout of the detention center, even though you live in the prison? Oh? Why wouldn't I be? It ain't like I've never been there before. If he's familiar with the detention center, then he'd surely be aware that unlike the doors in the main prison, the holding cell doors are locked with actual keys. And I'm sure Mr. Coserato would have needed that particular piece of evidence to make his escape. Yeah. Let's press for dialogue.
Hold it!
He loves you.
When was it that you realized you were being pursued? Right when I got out of the tunnel. Right when I thought I was home free. You didn't notice anything before that? When you were in the tunnel, perhaps? Ah, he wasn't around. I made sure of it. Knew the little guy would have been all over me like a rash if he had been. I was so close I could smell it, and then there he was, the little bum.
Hey, don't you think you're being a little mean to your friend? Poor Teddy.
Yeah! Mean nothing. He rumbled me last time and always rumbled me again. You done this twice? Kids all over me. What am I supposed to do? Coming after me yesterday was bad enough.
Hold it!
You didn't consider trying to escape with Teddy? Would if I coulda. All that mud would have given us away. Chances to break out of the slammer don't exactly grow on trees, pal. One comes along, you gotta do it right. Foiled by the one who loves him most, it's almost tragic. Aww. As an outside chance, Mr. Carcerato and Knight met face to face just before the murder. Alright. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to present. Oopie! Alright, you need keys to open the thing, right? A guard was attacked and his keys were stolen.
Objection!
Brother! You claimed that leaving the holding cell would have been a piece of cake, as you put it. Ah, you got a problem with that? Because we can make it a problem if you catch him adrift. Even once you had reached Knight's cell, you still had another door to contend with. How exactly did you plan on opening it? Oopie! Mr. Carcerato, I posit that leaving the cell would have been a piece of cake only because you had the key. I don't got no stinking key. I didn't need one. It was a piece of cake because the door's open. I walked right out. Yes, I suppose Knight's cell was vacant by that point. There would have been no reason to lock it. And it was indeed unlocked when I went to examine it for myself. So perhaps when you finally succeeded today, it truly was unlocked because it was after the murder. But you had attempted to escape previously.
Yeah, the security footage shows and you tried and failed because Teddy caught you.
Which was during the circus performance before the body was discovered. The holding cell was still locked at that time because no one knew that Knight had been killed yet. Therefore, you must have had the key to his cell on you. Without it, your escape would not have been possible. Oh, oopie! Are you saying? Could he really have? I believe he could, yes. The theft of the keys was in fact perpetrated by none other than Mr. Carcerato. He is the one who attacked the guard. Ow! And my tooth. Just bang my tooth against my other tooth. It wasn't me, Ozzy Bomb. I didn't even know this Knight guy.
Objection!
After you stole the keys, you went back to your cell to avoid suspicion. Then you waited for the perfect moment to escape, a moment when the prison would be almost deserted. That's right, the moment of the show, just before they discovered the body. Yeah, it feels very, ugh. I also have like a little chip in like one of my front teeth that I need to get filled. I like chipped it a few years ago and I got it filled in, but it's mostly like worn away and it feels just a tiny bit more sensitive now, and I need to get it like fixed. And I hit it like right on there. Unluckily for you, that particular attempt was thwarted by your furry friend. Says who, huh? You got proof, genius? This ain't your win yet? Nuh-uh. Knight knocked the guard out for the count and everybody knows it.
Objection!
Don't play games with me. Knight was as much a victim as the guard in this case. Proof that he was attacked in his cell. Blood.
Take that!
Welcome back, Abaddon. It's 3 a.m. and I'm not sleepy. Oh no. Well, for what it's worth, I am feeling a little bit better. It will still probably be a shorter stream. I'll probably end like as soon as we finish this case whenever it wraps up, but I am feeling a little better. It was just, I think just a weird little stomach moment. But my mouth feels dry no matter how much water I drink. So I'm drinking a ton of water and it's not hydrating me. It's just making me feel bloated again. We found traces of Knight's blood on the cleanly wiped floor of the cell. What could possibly explain such a thing, other than him having been attacked? And it was you who attacked him. You ambushed the both of them and stole the keys. Why I order? What's with you, huh? The newspaper wiped that blood up good. Ain't no way you should have. We never said anything about a newspaper.
Okay, but why did you think you had to wipe it up anyway?
It checked Knight in the god's hands. They would have seen those two never came to blows. That blood would give it the whole game. And no way I don't figure there was a third man in the ring. Are you gonna do some Balatro-ing? Plus, once they started sniffing around on the floor, they'd have found the tunnel in a heartbeat. Balatro! Let's go! What's the highest stakes you've played up to? So you wiped out the blood to buy yourself a little more time so you could wait for a better opportunity? Sadly, the opportunity you sought wasn't good enough to clear you of the prison, it seems. Now, hand over the keys! Oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh no, Teddy! Teddy is only friends with winners. I think Teddy should go to Eustace Winner. Aw. I don't know. Velatro, it's the Velatro effect. KO'd by a lousy, stinking bum. Fine, you want the keys? Here. I hope you choke on them. Alright.
Overruled.
You gotta go play Super Punch-Out again? Ooh, have fun! Wait a moment. Mr. Carcerato here had the keys. Indeed, Your Honor. Your theory relies on Knight having used the keys he allegedly stole to escape his cell. That was the only way he would have been able to enter Mr. Saint's cage and be moved to the workshop. Unfortunately for you, we now know that theory cannot possibly be true. No! Guess this changes things up a bit, yeah? Now the only person who can move Knight's body is the one person who knew about that tunnel. No, you gotta be freaking. Mr. Carcerato, you under arrest. Come quietly now, pal. You got the wrong guy, I didn't do nothing. Your high stake is black, nice. Alright, fine, I knocked those two chumps out and I stole the keys. But after that, I went right back to my cell and waited for my moment. Next time I went to Knight's cell, there was nobody around. And I mean nobody. Plus, his body was found in the workshop. You think I just magicked my way in there or something? I couldn't even get out of my cell. Indeed, you had only the key to Knight's cell. You couldn't have left your own cell back in the prison. But Mr. Canis' dog could. What? It was not you but Helmut who moved the body from your cell to the workshop. I get it now. You're saying he wasn't the only con in this conspiracy. Indeed. One can easily imagine that Mr. Carcerato and Mr. Canis might have worked together. Mr. Carcerato could have killed Knight and dragged him back to his cell. And then Mr. Canis' dog took him from there to the workshop. There are no restrictions on the animal's movements within the prison. Movement between the detention center and the prison proper, however, is tightly controlled. There was only one possible route, and only you could have taken advantage of it, Mr. Carcerato. How can you be so sure, huh? Maybe there's more of them and you just don't know. Something tells me that digging even a single tunnel is arduous enough. You got that right. I did get past black stakes. I'm currently up to purple stakes on the blue deck, but it's hard. You got that right. You try scraping more than one hole in the dirt with a spoon. Lucky for me, I didn't have to dig the whole way. Somebody already did a bunch of the work for me. I found when they put me in that cell. Ran all the way from there to the well. The well! Even looked down the well to check it from there. It was the same tunnel, all right. I just made good on what somebody else already started. Then what was the original tunnel for? Who knows? You're the one with all the answers, pal. Maybe somebody else tried to break out.
Oh, or maybe the animals dug it. Like to get water from the well or something.
I've heard of more plausible scenarios than that in B-grade movies, Kay. Well, it's dry, kid. Ain't no water to be had down there. Oh, come to think of it. A smell. Yeah, I always smelled kinda nice down there. Cake? Nice. Gee, I don't know. Smells sort of like dessert, I guess. Cake! A sweet scent. That sounds very familiar. On the body! The body was in the well! Detective Gumshoe noticed a sweet smell when we were examining Knight's body. With the help of a police dog, we followed the scent of the body and traced its route back through the prison. And that Mr. Carcerato was how we found your tunnel. Could the same sweet scent be what you noticed coming from the well? Very clever, Mr. Edgeworth. You mean to suggest this is evidence of the body having been moved through the tunnel? I do. Furthermore, Mr. Carcerato, you were the only person who could have done it. Nobody else had access. You have our thanks, Mr. Carcerato. Truly. Finally, the truth comes into view. Now unburden yourself. It is time. confess your role in this tragic incident. What? You ain't been in this on me. I'm glad to say that we are finally in agreement, Your Honor. Oh, if only we were, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Carcerato may have been an accomplice, but not of Mr. Canis. No, he was working with Mr. Knight.
Hold it!
Girl! What do you mean? I do not believe that he moved Mr. Knight's body. Indeed, instead, I believe that he lent Mr. Knight the use of the keys he stole.
You gotta be kidding me!
I cannot wait to be Edgeworth. I'm so excited for you, that, and especially to play Grady's attorney.
Granted, it seems likely that he attacked Mr. Knight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Mr. Knight was knocked unconscious as a result. And what if he wasn't? What if he and Mr. Carcerato had reached a certain agreement? What kind of agreement exactly? Mr. Knight was plotting an escape for which he required a means of leaving his cell. And here was that precise means in the form of the keys Mr. Carcerato had just stolen from the guard. Mr. Carcerato himself would need to pass through Mr. Knight's cell in order to effect his own escape. Mr. Knight needed only to shout and alert the guards, and Mr. Carcerato's plans would be ruined. And so, the two struck a deal.
Girl, this is all speculation. Lady, the only striking I do is with my fists!
My, still you deny it?
So, we're agreeing that we still disagree? Starting out at Balacha, we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition! Ooh, have fun! Have fun. Yeah, I will rest. I need some good rest.
Mr. Knight had Mr. Carcerato unlock his cell so that when Mr. Saint arrived, he could escape into the cage. Mr. Saint was then able to move him into the prison proper, just as planned.
And then he took Mr. Knight into the workshop and did the dirty deed.
Objection!
Were neither of you listening? The scent on Knight's body proves that it was taken through the tunnel. It was moved from his Girl! Perhaps if you would let me finish, Mr. Edgeworth. I am not denying that Mr. Knight's body was moved through the tunnel.
Oh, key change!
Then what are you driving at?
Is this a trick question?
As you say, Mr. Edgeworth, a sweet scent shows the route the body took. However, it did not enter the tunnel from Mr. Knight's cell.
Huh? Then how did it get down there?
There is another possibility, one you seem to have overlooked.
The well?
The well in the yard. Could a body not have entered the tunnel from there?
The well in the yard? Oh yeah, that thing.
Mr. Saint did not take the cage to the workshop. He took it outside. There, he killed Mr. Knight and threw his body down the well. Mr. Canis's dog then dragged Mr. Knight's body here to his owner's cell from the bottom of the well. On that note, I would ask you to recall something. What was happening in the yard at the approximate time of the body's discovery?
The circus show, right? Regina and Simeon were performing for everyone. Wait, Simeon?
Oh!
Ah, indeed. And so you see how it must have also been him who disposed of the body. Judge Cavell is a truly formidable opponent. She so effortlessly adjusted her theory to fit the facts. I propose that Mr. Knight was taken to the yard, not the workshop. And as we have established, Mr. Saint was off stage for 15 minutes. Ample time to throw the body down the well, I am sure you will agree.
Objection!
Your deduction is impressive, Your Honor. However, even supposing that Knight's body was indeed thrown down the well, you cannot conclusively say that it was during the show. It could have happened at a different time. My sympathies, Mr. Edgeworth, but it simply could not have.
What?
Mr. Carcerato was using the tunnel at around the time the show began. Mr. Carcerato, did you happen to trip over a corpse while you were down there?
No. Place was clean.
As clean as a dirty tunnel can be. If the body had been at the bottom of the well before the show began, Mr. Carcerado would have seen it. However, he saw no such thing. Which makes it somewhat difficult to support your theory. Furthermore, Mr. Knight's body was discovered in the workshop after the show. In summary, the body must have been thrown down the well and moved to the workshop at some point during the show. Tell me, who else could have done that but Mr. Saint? Ooh!
What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth?
If the body did indeed enter the tunnel from the well, things don't look good for Mr. Saint. Still, Your Honor, your theory is still just that, a theory. And I posit that you lack the evidence to back it up. I concede that for the moment I do not. May I suggest that we investigate the yacht again? Very well. May the goddess of justice go with you. Now then, to the yard. Perhaps I can finally put this case to rest. What the hell?
Yikes, is there a fire?
Did somebody else escape? Should we maybe skip town too? Darlings, please, there's nothing to be alarmed about. By which I mean it's not an alarm, it's the dinner bell. Although I suppose it is rather alarming if you aren't used to it.
It certainly scared the heck out of me.
I'm so sorry, Sweet Pea. I hope you can forgive us. All right, you two, back to your post. Chop, chop. And as for you, Rocco Carcerato, it's time you went back to your room. Oh, fine. I get the picture. Come on, Teddy. We're out of here. Warden Lagarde, we'd like to take one more look around the yard now. Oh, darlings, don't you have homes of your own to go to? What are you hiding? Visiting hours are over, I'm afraid. Tomorrow, No, it's imperative that we investigate it right away. I think we've had quite enough excitement for one day, don't you? Murderers, escapees, so eventful. It's time our guest went home to Betty Bart, isn't it? Yes, it is. Come on now, darling, don't make me bore you with all that I'm the warden. This is an order nonsense. Oh, girlie. Warden Lagarde is right. Her word is law here, and we must respect her wishes. Mr. Edgeworth, your investigation of the yard will have to wait until tomorrow. You may keep your badge for now. A matter of your standing can wait. I bid you all good day. That is very much a jacket. It's a floofy. What are you waiting for, kittykins? Off you go! Fine, at least there is a tomorrow for me. And yeah. Judge Gavel believes that Knight's body was dropped down the well. I think she wants his day to cover something up. And then taken through Mr. Carcerado's cell to the workshop. I've barely been keeping up and Gavel's pissing me off. Yeah, I want to know what her deal is. Is that truly the case? Do the facts really support her theory? She also seems to believe Mr. Saint had to be the one to move the body. Was he really the only one with the opportunity to do so?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Tomorrow's another day. We'll figure out a way to save Simeon. I know we will.
Yes, we will. We'll prove that Mr. Saint is innocent beyond a shadow of a doubt. Alright. I'm guessing this last segment is the end of the case. Because my voice does not... I'm debating. Should I finish this today? Oh, God. I was hoping I could finish this case today, but, my voice is tired. And I'm feeling kind of bloated. So I think I am just gonna, like, take a little short stream. I should be feeling better tomorrow. And my dumb little brain is like, oh, we need to, like, make up for having a shorter stream somehow. Maybe I'll just do a longer stream on Saturday. But yeah, my voice is not feeling great. I need a break. I'm so sorry, y'all. Sorry that today's like a shorter stream. But I'm just feeling very...
just like a little off, I guess. And I want to like be really present for this game. So thank you all again for being here. We'll finish this for real tomorrow. I'm not gonna sacrifice a human. I'm just my breath and my voice is just not working. I mean, we did have some very long streams the past couple of days anyway, so I need rest. Tomorrow we finish, and then maybe we do like a longer stream on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's all. I need to lie down. Goodbye. Bye. Yes, we will sacrifice Teddy from P4. Yes, he's the one Teddy that doesn't matter. Anyways, that's all. Bye bye.